generating leads for business, right? Leveraging the internet to make sales, build teams, build your business, make more money. I want to speak to you about this phenomenon, really, while I drive. So, I mean, look, I was introduced to network marketing. I didn't know it was network marketing 17 years ago. At the time, I just needed to make more money. I was in the mortgage business, and I was a full-time firefighter. My wife was also working full-time. With 4 kids in a house, we have a lot of bills. Now, that doesn't mean we weren't happy. I just had a lot of bills coming in every single month. A friend of mine invited me to a business opportunity meeting 5 times. I was just not showing up. I called it a pyramid. Long story short, I got started in network marketing in 2007. Almost 2008, September 2007. Now, the reason I premised this video on what I did for a living regarding firefighter and a loan officer in the mortgage business is because those are 2 different types of income. And I worked firefighter as a civil servant because at the end of that term in that career, there's something called a pension. The pension is residual income, which is residue of work that I've done over 20 some odd years. So you trade 40, 50 hours a week for 20, 25 years, and they pay you a pension that comes in every single month for as long as you live, or whatever deal you make or accept at the end of those terms. So a lot of people take the 100% pension because they retire young, particularly as a civil servant, right? So they don't take it where they'll take a little bit up front and then, it goes away when their spouse passes. They take it all up front anyway, and their kids. So there's different percentages. You can have a pension where it pays your kids for the remainder of their life, but the math behind it, you'd make like 10% of your pension rather than 100%. Anyway, but the pension is a residual-based income. The mortgage business is a portfolio type of income where it's the 1099, the civil servant's W-2, taxed up front. Mortgage business, 1099, and you would make monies at closing, right? We all know how that works. Let's just say a $500,000 loan closes and you get 1 point on it, 1% on it, you make $5,000, right? And so, but after that loan closes, you have to go find another loan. So there's no residual there, and there's no trading time for dollars. Like all the amount of hours that you put in to originate that loan, get the mortgage closed, you don't get paid. You get paid at closing. In real estate, as a real estate agent. When I was approached with network marketing, I understood it right away. For some reason, when I saw the circles in front of me, I saw low risk, because that business was $300 to get started. Low overhead, that business was like $250 a month, which, comparing to a business, I look at it from a business, comparing it to a business, a traditional business, is very little. Obviously, if I'm going to open up a Subway franchise, it's going to cost me many, many dollars, right? And that's another whole business model. So I looked at that network marketing business model as a great opportunity. And another thing about the business model is residual income. So the more customers and affiliates you have in the organization, right? So if you build an organization and it has geometric progression, which is something very appealing to me. Meaning, and I'll use this example, like social media as an example. If you have 2,000 friends on Facebook, let's just say, and you put out something, piece of content, and 1,000 people are exposed to it, and 20% of those people look at it. So 200 people look at it, and 20% of that get started and sign up. You would sign up 40 people, right? This is just an example of geometric progression. You would enroll 40 other affiliates. And let's just say you did also warm outreach, cold outreach, and you did this over the course of 1 year, and you enrolled 100 affiliates. Okay. Now, again, it's not can I do it? I'm just illustrating the potential of geometric progression. And you enroll 100 affiliates. Out of those 100 affiliates, same thing, the 80-20 rule kicks in. Most people do nothing, 20% do something. Now, of the 20%, let's do 80-20 again, and 4 or 5 people of those 20 that do something, they go all in and they enroll 100, and they have the same numbers. So your network could go from 5 of core people, not who's in, kind of out, right? 5, 25, 125, 625, 3125, and you can have a team of affiliates, let's just say, of 5,000 people. And let's just say those 5,000 people, core affiliates, all find one core affiliate once a month for 12 months. That'll go from 5,000 to 10,000 to 20,000, 40,000, 80,000. Okay, call it 100,000, 200, 400, 800, a million affiliates. This is how people have had a million affiliates in their organization. If you have a million affiliates, and on average they have 5 customers, you have 5 million customers in your organization. Okay, and that organization, if you have 5 million customers and you're getting paid $2 a customer, that's $10 million a year they'd be making in that business. And it's residual because customers make a purchase every single month. Affiliates purchase their product or service or whatever it is every single month. Their cost of doing business every single month, and that percentage goes into geometric progression. I saw that potential. I said, wow, that's amazing. Okay, good. First company, I built a team of about 8,000 people through those geometric progressions and learning a lot. I really learned a lot. I read books about it. I just wanted it so badly. Going back to the family, 4 kids, right? Having bills and things I wanted to make. I saw a possibility of making $10,000 a week residually, and that got my attention. I met a guy that was making $9,000 a week, a guy from Florida, and I said that was my price to pay attention. I had friends that said that'll never work. It's a pyramid. Things don't work. It's a scam. It's MLM, all that stuff, right? But I did. So it depends on who you listen to, right? Instead of listening to my friends that I knew 20, 30 years, very close friends, vacations, wedding party, the whole thing, that'll never work. Okay, that won't work. But they never saw what I saw. They just refused to look. Okay, good. Went on. In that company, I didn't get to 10,000 a week, but I did get to like 5,000 a week. That company went out of momentum, and ultimately, before they sold the company, I had gone off to another business. In my learning with that company, I learned a lot. Next company, I saw an opportunity. I built a team of 60,000 customers. Same thing, geometric progression, getting more no's than you're getting yeses, all of those things. Learning more about people. Learning, right? All those 60,000 customers were not all active at the same time. However, it was a business, and that business I was in for 8 years. Totally changed our life. Did the right thing with the monies. Paid off bad debt, credit card debt. I have no student loans, but mortgage debt, any type of car debt, auto loan debt, any type of liability debt, got rid of it all. Good. Changed everything. That company eventually they sold their customer base. They went out of business. Right. By the way, companies go out of business. It's not a matter of just in network marketing. This happens all around in every industry. Companies go out of business. Toys R Us, Peer Imports, right? Things happen. They go in and out of momentum. Some things are hot at a certain time. Some things are not. If you watch the show Happy Days in the 70s, it was like this phenomenon. Like everyone wanted to see Happy Days. Everyone wanted to watch. If you put a Happy Days on right now, they'd be off the air. No one would want to watch it, right? It wasn't, it's not right for the times now. It was right for the times then. Clothing, in and out of momentum. Hairstyle, in and out of momentum. Music, in and out of momentum. Okay? That's business. So, I got into a variety of different businesses. After the second company, I was in the third company, and I did well in that company as well. 3 other companies after that company in a short period of time. And then I figured out a fundamental flaw in the business model, and I wanted to build my own business using software. Through the whole journey, prior to getting started in networking, I didn't have a Facebook account. So I got started before I had a Facebook account. I had a flip phone at the time. That was just the times it was. So there was no texting. So my daily method of operation was old school, which works and actually still probably works the best, was build a list, contact and invite, have a coffee house meeting, a meeting in Starbucks for $5, home meetings, hotel meetings like that. 2016, we relocated my family. I want to learn more about how do I build these businesses online for a variety of reasons. Why? Why did I want lead generation systems and automation? The first reason is time. I wanted to get more work done in less time. Leverage. Second reason is there's more people that I can reach that I don't know than I do know. Obviously, there's only so many people I can reach out to. The third reason was I really don't want to reach out to people anymore necessarily, So, and the fourth reason is because I want to own my leads. Like all the companies that I was involved in, I never owned that downline. I never owned the intellectual property of the people's names, emails, address, and phone numbers. So they wasn't my business. None of those businesses were my business. And I think this is a disconnect for a lot of people that get started in a home-based business is they start a home-based business and they love the company. It's the greatest company. It's my company, greatest products, greatest leaders, greatest everything. Because there's an emotional pitch usually to get started with these companies. They have the greatest hearts. They're we're like one big family, all that stuff, shit. But it has nothing to do with business. And that's the underhanded side of MLM and network marketing is the whole emotional attachment thing. These over embellishments of product results. Oh, look, my hunchback uncle just ran a marathon because he took this drink one day, right? And so I wanted to build a business in front of any other affiliate plan I wanted to participate in. And so there's a variety of reasons why I wanted software. I wanted to keep my pitch generic, because most people get started in a business for the same reason. They need more money. They need more money. They want to do it in less time, and now even more than ever. So the thing about having a system in place, like a funnel, where there's an offer, people opt in, they put their email in exchange for a video series, a PDF, some kind of free offer that assists people on making a better decision, right? This is why if you go to Costco, people give out samples. So there are samples, you give out. Could be a sample. Whatever it may be, it's a gate that people cross. They give an email in exchange for more information. Now, here's why that works so well. The person that wants the information they want it bad enough, or they want it, period, and they will put their email in because they know they will be getting email back the information they're interested in. That works for a variety of reasons too, because one is the prospect or the page visitor, the person, doesn't want to speak to anyone. That's a big factor. Similarly, if we walk into a store and someone says, "Hey, can I help you?" we always say, "No, thank you, I'm just looking," right? So it markets to people the way they like to be marketed to, right? You didn't have to inbox anyone. You didn't have to ask anyone for their time. Do me a favor when you had 20 minutes, watch this video. No, none of that. They're in there, and they also put their email in knowing they're going to get the email with the thing that they want, the free offer, more information, and it'll be there in their email, and they can watch it when they want to, so they can consume the content on their own time. The next thing that's appealing about this is the person that is looking, the prospect, they are saying, this person didn't bother me at all, right? They're not bothering me. They didn't inbox me. There's no pressure. I can just click off the email. Like, they don't even know that I'm here. I can click off the email, and that'll be it, right? And so they like that. It's different if you're always approaching people and inboxing people and saying, "Hey, John, do me a favor. I want to get your feedback on this new business opportunity." It's the reason it's a little bit uncomfortable, and I'll still do that, but the reason it's uncomfortable is because it could tarnish a relationship or put a relationship, it creates weirdness in between people. And it's also, it's kind of like back to when we in the mall and we go into a store and someone asks us, can I help you? And we say, no, I'm just looking. The person that's always reaching out to people and hitting people up is like a person that's at a kiosk that when you're walking by, they come at you and they want to put hand lotion on you. They want to give you something and and they're really pushy, and you're like, get out of my face. I don't want to even see you. I hope I never see you again, right? And so that approach, although it could be effective, that's all like a numbers thing. If I annoy enough people, I'll get some people to stick. So like everything works. Those kiosks, that works. Otherwise, they wouldn't exist. Billboards work. Television ads work. Super Bowl commercials work. Everything works. But just what works best for the regular person, what's most effective, and what is most convenient. So I wanted all this stuff. I wanted to have funnels and systems, emails, and email follow-up, because the person that puts their email address in, they may not even look at it that day. They may look at it in 30 days, in 60 days, in 90 days. If they're still getting emails, not bombardment, just an email every other day, an email on Saturdays, and, hey, if you missed this replay of this Zoom last night, it was great. And this way you can also control the content that they get, right? The prospect there may be like a Zoom or a new product launch or something interesting regarding your business, or just regarding you, or maybe you changed your business. It could be anything, and you could put that out in a newsletter. In a newsletter, you can also put out, Happy 4th of July, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is. Holiday season's here upon us, and we have a new BOGO, buy one, get one free, whatever it may be. So it also develops rapport. So in 2016, and even before that, I really wanted this stuff. The problem was it was too involved, too technically involved to figure it out. So I bought like Click, Kartra, MLSP, all of these different programs, these lead funnels and lead pages, and I just couldn't figure it out. Then I had to get it attached to Aweber or Constant Contact or Infusionsoft. Then I had to get some other. So after all said and done, I was getting like 6 or 7 different softwares, trying to get them to integrate with each other. Very confusing. I never was able to get it done, and I spent a lot of money and wasted a lot of time. But that's how you learn, right? So then I got to go soon. So then obviously this is an in-demand thing. This conversation is if someone's interested in network marketing and they want more leads and they want more they just want to make more money. They need more leads and more systems and automation and duplication and all the things required to build your business. All that, I started getting ads for like attraction marketing and boss influencers and we'll build you a downline for you and all these other Rebels programs and different types of programs. And so I started buying those things. And I noticed when I would buy them, it would be like $7 for this or $27 for that. Then there was like the value ladder. This is online marketing, value ladder, $27, $97. And if you get the $97 program, they tell you what you really need is the $497. And then what you really need is the $1497, the $1997. And these programs, on average, cost $25,000. So I was like, 25 grand? Do I want to give them 25 grand? And it turns out, now is the value there for that? I guess, but I never really did the 25,000 because I know that people that did do it still don't have their stuff together. They still don't have a funnel built. So I'm like, I understand that there's a lot into it, right? Really involved. Then in 2024, I was exposed to a new business concept in affiliate marketing, and I could resell a program, and it cost me under $1,000 for this program. So I got the program. I finally got everything set up. It cost me just under $1,000, but the affiliate plan with it pays very significant money on the front end. So I started making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a week reselling this program because of the demand and the quality and the value. And I still sell it because there is quality and demand and all that. But back to the mortgage business, it's not residual. So, if I make a sale and I make $500 that day or $1,000 that day or $2,000 in a day, $3,000 in a day, it's great, but there's nothing residual to it. So I've been looking for network marketing business, and the reason network marketing is because I want the leverage. I want to be able to have geometric progression where I can, bring in the numbers. If you bring in 100, 20 will work, 4 will really work it out. 4 or 5, you have 5 lines and build a business that you can make 20 grand a week, right? Now, since 2020, I haven't been able to find that because I figured out the fundamental floor network marketing. I got to go. And so I stopped participating in that business altogether. 2023 hits January 2023. A new business model hits the network marketing industry called the membership marketing. Membership marketing is $10 a month, and you have access to a store, an online store, and get wholesale products. Great business model. So I said, this is great. I run with it for like 90 days to 6 months, and I still have the business. It's a great business. The only downside to the business, which is a big downside, is the profit margins are very small. So you really have to build a team of thousands and thousands of people to make $1,000, $2,000 a month. Very sticky, very residual. But last thing I'll say, if you're in a network marketing business, you're in the business of providing a business opportunity. So if your business opportunity can't assist people getting into the profit margins relatively quickly, whether breaking even or making more money a month than the spending monthly, you're going to experience a lot of attrition, customer attrition, and you're going to have a retention issue, and you're not going to have that business for long. And that's why network marketing companies have been plagued with this over the last 15 years terribly. And so this is why we see companies go in and out of momentum so quickly, because they've been following this old school business model. So now I just started a business and the reason this whole video is because I've experienced in this industry where I've built businesses and lost them to, the market, companies going out of business, but the business model itself was the key. So now I have a business model that's a $50 a month turnkey business that, because there's a tweak in the business model, it still has leverage and everything else, but the tweak allows it for more people to get into profit on the front end residually. And now with funnels and everything else. So that model, I think over the next 4 years, is going to be something where people can get to $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 a month plus right? Some people will get to 70, 80,000 a month, 100,000 a month, and there's already people doing that. So that's what I wanted to do this video on, is systems automation, how to build front-end income and back-end residual income. That's key, and that's what I really enjoy doing. So if you want more information about any of this, there's a link below that'll take you through a funnel, right? You put your email in, and you'll get information that you can watch on your time if there's something if this interests you. Let me go. I got to run into this appointment. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you at the top. Let me see how I get out of this. Thanks, guys.